and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan, my pronouns are he, him, and I'll be your storyteller for this game about living gods on the wrong side of the law. Joining me for this game is...
Hey there guys, my name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Ricky, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi everybody, my name's Christina. I will be playing Elion. My pronouns are she, her, and Elion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi everyone, my name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Devine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and my pronouns are she and her. I play a wood aspect named Rush Fairus, who has a ferret familiar named Zeke. Together, they specialize in archery, larceny, and dance.
Hi, I'm Michaela, she, her, and I'll be playing Tirali of House Regara, an Earth-aspected leader of a small military force known as the Tyrants, who cooks the books for the gang.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Act 3, 100 Kingdoms, 100 Heresies.
I don't know where we do we go somewhere for this. I don't know how this goes.
Yes, follow the cloud. Let's go to my room.
Okay. Whoa, hey, slow down. Hey, and he falls by.
He takes like long drags off of the too long pipe. This is going to be very fun for me.
Maybe this was a mistake.
I promise you, it wasn't.
Okay,
you've already spent the XP. You can't unspend it.
Damn it, you're right.
So you get to Desert Bloom's office in the Goy Star Manor. It is, as compared to the luxury but understandable luxury of other rooms, this place is opulent. It is silks drape everywhere, colors match and mismatch, but look... but pop and make your eyes be drawn to large self-portraits of Desert Bloom in precarious positions. You can see large mannequins with different clothes on them and like small heads with like makeup brushes near them. And he is ready to go with you, and he kind of like looks to everything and he kind of goes, well, go ahead and pick out what you want and I'll make it work.
Ricky kind of like finds a mirror first of all. And he looks at his like kind of like sea tossed, flopped around, unkempt mohawk. Maybe this is kind of too much now, you know?
Maybe, but we'll have to wash it and everything. You see that he already has a bucket.
When did you get that? Hey, get that water away from me. Calm down.
All right, Ricky. No need to be shy. Let's get you looking ready to hit the town. And we're going to like splash the water into the camera and fade away from there.
Yeah.
Moving over to Tirali, who has been leading the tyrants to the military district of Great Forks. The military of Great Forks is mostly conscripts, and they are not as is mostly volunteer, and they are not as highly trained as Lookshines are. However, they are split up into different contingents that are kind of ruled over by various local and even greater war gods. A thing that Tirali will notice, or may already know from being from knowledge of Great Forks, is that Great Forks is actually one of the few places in creation that is openly ruled by gods. It is actually one of the few places in creation that is not like basically having a constant wild hunt going on going on it because of a couple reasons. One, it's fairly far from the realm. Great Forks is, if you were to look at a map of creation, is fairly in there. It's very close to the 100 Kingdoms, which is as I explained during the Shior visit. The 100 Kingdoms is comprised of a bunch of different like warring states on the plains and the scavenger lands that are constantly trying to kind of vie for power and become the next great nation state. And this is one of the places where the 100 Kingdoms gets mercenaries from. However, the tyrants' reputation has preceded them for quite some time. And the knowledge of them having a very close relationship with the Tyranata clan kind of gets you kind of a pick of barracks that you might want to stay at. So you approach the largest one, and there's a person standing there in full plate armor, with a helmet on, and the visor is set down and everything. And they look to you, and in kind of this deep but androgynous voice, they say, "Hello. How long will you be staying in this barracks? How many? And will you be in need of work?"
I would tell him how many, and I don't know exactly how long we'll be staying. And what kind of work are you referring to?
The military forces of Great Forks are sometimes bought by local lords or nobles in need of someone to bolster their forces. The pay is good. The risk is sometimes great. Though do understand that by being in one of these barracks, you are allowing yourself and your people to be called upon should something befall the nation, should something befall the city of Great Forks. It's rare that it should happen, but we live in strange times. Now, basically he's saying that, in case that, I don't know, Great Forks gets attacked by someone, hey, you're going to be expected to defend it.
Let's see. Yeah, we're not opposed to picking up some work. I actually have a specific group who needs to do a little extra work anyways. So yeah, you can put us down as open for work.
Fantastic. As soon as that we have a head count of your people, we will bring any notable contracts to you for work. You may accept or decline at your leisure, but understand that if you accept one of them, you are expected to commit it to the best of your ability. Understood?
Deal.
Fantastic. Tirali and her tyrants, you may enter into your barracks. And this being kind of opens up these two double doors that were kind of hidden on the side here. And you can see what is basically a fully stocked hall, a fully stocked mess hall that is already kind of wafting the smell of cooked meat and softened vegetables and hearty stews kind of here, as well as freshly tapped kegs of alcohol. And for a moment, it seems like the tyrants are going to surge forth out of your control to go and revel Do you want to just let them off the leash here, or do you want to keep them a little bit more restrained?
For principal, she'll sense them about ready to surge forward, and then she's just going to cut a look at them like nobody said run forward. So, like, just to keep them in line, she'll give them the eye and have them calmly file in line. Once they get in a respectable manner, she'll tell them to have fun.
They go in respectfully, set themselves down. When you tell them to have fun, do you join them, or is your plan to meet back up with the rest of the crew?
Tirali's very much about family and her tyrants, and we've been on 2 different ships for a minute. She'll probably spend a little bit of time here, making plans with my second in command and then the wing commanders, and talk some strategy about how things have been going amongst the ranks. I'll probably stay and chat for a little bit and have a drink with the upper leaders.
They're going to have chats with you. They're going to kind of regale you with the tales of what that they were doing while that you all were in Lookshy, what that you all were doing while that you dealt with the river god, while that you all dealt with a bunch of different things that you did along the path from Cheers Hero up here. It seems that the Noonday Stranger has been very useful in rallying troops. They had even at one point given him too few troops as a test, and he actually somehow came back with more troops than he was left with, or than he was sent out with.
That's so good.
While we're chatting, then I would look around and see if I can spot him out of the crowd and signal for him to come over to the big kid table, the general's table.
He comes over, excited when that you call for him with a drink in hand, kind of leaving his crew that he'd been helping reveling with. And he sits down and kind of like does that like, I'm going to move my leg real high and wide over this thing, and then like sits down, and you can see the low tier alcohol that he's been given kind of slosh in his giant mug. Commander, how can I help you?
So the wing lords and tribune here were just telling me and regaling me with some of the tales from recently, and how you somehow bolstered our forces with coming back with more people than we sent you out with.
I was simply doing my best to inspire the locals that we had saved with the tales of the tyrants and the good that they do for the people. And lo and behold, a few people decided to come with, so I helped procure some armor off of the dead. That's he kind of points over to someone else and he goes, "That's why that those 5 over there have a little bit of mismatched armor. My apologies. We were hoping to get it fixed when we made port."
So yeah, I'm not worried about the mismatched aesthetics there, so long as they are good people, reliable. We were thinking trial run. If you would like to be one of the wing leaders and have a little contingency of your own, be wing leader 4.
I would be absolutely honored. What else do I have to do for this position? Or do I have anything else that I have to do to get this position?
Well, I mean, you've been doing it. Bolstering our forces, making sure people stay in line, and the main thing is making sure you come back with everybody. That is at the forefront of our group. You know, everybody here is like family. They matter. Any losses are going to be really looked at. Just like I do everything to protect the people under me, I expect you to do the same. I'm trusting you with part of my family, literally, in a lot of these cases. That's really about it. Making sure you stay loyal to us in return for everything. And, you know, behaving in a way that reflects well on us. Don't be bringing trouble to the family.
He kind of like salutes with like a fist on his armor that gives like a little clank as he does it, and kind of bows his head. Commander, you have to know that I have the utmost respect for you and the rest of the Tyranata clan that you work for. You all have saved me and my actual family countless times at this point. To betray that trust would be something I cannot stomach. I will make sure to do you proud.
All right. Well, go enjoy the rest of your night.
He gets up with another weird, wide, too like awkward gesture, and he goes back over to the rest of them and he goes, "I've gotten a promotion! Cheers, boys!"
So, after talking to the wing commanders, promoting my boy, I will head up and meet with Elian, Fairus, and everybody else at that manor. Well, everybody else except Devine.
Okay. Devine, are you planning on going to the Resh Manor, or are you going to check on some of your ill-gotten stuff in Great Forks that has been neglected for the last year or so?
Yeah, I imagine I've got like at least some boys to check in on that didn't get locked up with June and the boys.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, like, you know, I left a boy and I returned a captain.
What kind of illicit goods and weird, shady businesses do you think that Devine dealt with in Great Forks? Was it more of the same as in Chiaroscuro, or does he kind of like diversify his portfolio, so to speak?
I feel like in Chiaroscuro he was definitely like property was the deal. I think in Great Forks he would have been more like a fence. Like, you know, originally sell the stuff that he stole from his family, and then people are like, hey, this guy will buy and sell stolen goods. So I imagine he was a fence back in that day.
Okay.
Check my pawn shop.
That's actually what I was going to recommend. So, going into the Northern District, it is a little bit more run down than the rest. The smell from the Western District doesn't get as... So the thaumaturgical rites don't necessarily always work super well, so sometimes the Northern District is also a little stanky from the tanneries and everything. Paper mills, what have you. But here in this little area, this little shady area that you call home, kind of between a few different bunks of like large rows of basically slave housing, there is a fairly well-sized wooden building that is still being operated, that is your pawn shop, for the lack of a better term. Do you have a name in mind, or do you want me to come up with one?
The Tyrant's Treat.
The Tyrant's Treat. Good. I like it. Inside of the Tyrant's Treat, you can see a couple of your employees there are kind of lazing about. You can see that the fenced goods and the actual pawned goods they are obviously not mixed in with each other. Like, you're not going to find a illegally modded fire wand in the front of the room, but like they are kind of lazing about. Like, you can see two young ladies who you had hired before you left to kind of like watch the place, just kind of like sitting on chairs, feet on desks, just kind of like, did you hear that Tailspinner's supposed to be in town? Oh, this is going to be so amazing if that they come back. I heard that they tell the best stories. I haven't been able to get to one of them though.
Should I know who Tailspinner is?
Absolutely. For someone from Great Forks, it would be very bad for you not to know. Tailspinner is a very early, not early. It's kind of like a nickname for one of the three gods of Great Forks, Spinner of Glorious Tales.
Yeah, Devine's gonna walk in here and that. Oh, Tailspinner's in town. How quaint. You definitely should make sure you make that show.
Both of their feet kind of like slam onto the ground as they see you, and they stand up and they're like, "Oh my god, Devine, you're back. We had no idea. We're so sorry. Emelar, sir," and they kind of like bow like multiple times. The profits are in the back as requested. We have not taken in any large items as requested, so that you couldn't verify their shit. Like, one of them like punches the other one in the shoulder. Ow! So that you don't so that you since we didn't have anyone here to verify the authenticity of artifacts, sir.
Devine's doing his best to hold in a laugh. Good. What have profits looked like since I've been gone?
Sir, they remained steady up until a few months ago after the eclipse. A lot of people came in and basically raided our supply of weapons. We sold to them at a 10 times regular profit that you would have even charged for those fenced items, as we saw an economic opportunity for growth that basically has let us kind of rest on our laurels.
Rest? Who said you could rest on your laurels? No, I'm proud. Good job. So news from outside of town. I got some new businesses down south. I lost some businesses. We're gonna get them back. But yeah, we're probably gonna be here for a little bit while we regroup, so I'll need y'all to help me make sure everything's in working order. But first, he's going to go back to where they've been collecting the profits and give them a significant cut, because, the place is still there, and that's the important part, even if they weren't doing anything. We'll close up shop for a couple nights. Go enjoy yourselves.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. As you hand over the profits, they start splitting it up on the counter, and they split it up into threes. And when one of them, the one that's splitting up all the profits, one of them takes one for herself, the other one takes the other one for herself, and then you can hear stretching underneath the counter, a kind of disheveled, like black-haired dude, like, kind of stands up and like stretches his back and is like, "Can I stand up now?" And they look to him like with fire in their eyes and go, "Did we say that chairs can talk?"
Do I know the guy?
He is the third person that you hired.
Okay. Man, really, you know what? You know what? Bud. At this point, they're right. Do chairs talk?
No, sir. Can I still have my cup, though?
How dare I ask how long y'all have had him in this situation?
They look to each other. How long have you been gone? He definitely looks more muscular, like he's got more stamina than when you left.
Oh no.
You know what to do, bud.
You know what? You're getting your fair pay. Did I miss anything?
Mostly just those two bullying me into being a chair.
You know what you're supposed to do when people bully you is either one, fight back. That's ill-advised with these. Two, snitch. That's also ill-advised with me. Or, this is a third option. You be the best damn chair you can be.
And make a business out of it?
And you get paid to do it. Everything's a job as long as you're paid to do it.
They were paying me to be a chair.
God.
That's what counts. I'm proud of y'all for paying him to do a job.
Well, it was like the only thing he was good for.
You know, there are people down in Chiaroscuro that pay a lot of money for human chairs. Remind me to take you with me when we go back. Don't let us leave without you. Our boats are down at the docks. You can't miss us leaving. We've got a whole fucking army now somehow.
All right. Yes, sir. Sounds great, sir. And the three of them are going to go and have a nice night on the town. Cody, are you going to be staying at your pawn shop, or are you going to be showing back up to the Resh Manor for the night, or at some point?
I'm probably gonna stay at my pawn shop for the night, just so that there's somebody there. Keep my fingers on the pulse of this place that we just got back to.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, then. And then finally, for the end of the night, we are going to swap back to Elian and Fairus, who are going to, at some point, be followed by Ricky and Tirali. So, you guys and your NPC entourage head towards the Resh Manor. The Resh Manor is in the northern quarter, though it is situated closer to one of the rivers. It actually has a very nice view of it. You also do not on the block see any of the local slave quarters. You can see a lot of the fields for the local... I have forgotten the name of that drug that they grow.
The opiate one?
Yeah, the weed one.
Ooh, I don't remember off the top of my head either.
Oh, it's literal. They produce tobacco, marijuana, quat, and opium.
Yeah, opium. So
Yeah,
straight
so
up
the opium, yeah, just straight up opium, I guess. I thought it was something else, but
the plant that gives you opium is called poppy.
okay, so then poppy.
poppy fields.
So it has a very nice view of those fields, which are going to be in bloom fairly soon. But currently, with everything that had gone on before, the sun is on its way down to start setting, and you can see a kind of extravagant palatial estate. No expense has been spared here. There are multiple servants here that like take things from you. Fairus, for you, this is normal. You are used to being. You are crime princess, as you recall.
Yeah.
you are used to being waited on hand and foot. Going to Chiaroscuro and doing all this other stuff was you slumming it.
Yeah.
There are like large open windows that blow in the river air, that the refreshing river breeze, and there are multiple people with large fans fanning you to keep you from getting too hot at any moment. There are many rooms, many more rooms than you and your siblings could ever hope to use. This place has essentially like, oh no, we have a servant's house, etc., etc. Every place here that has a person of note, the bed is gigantic. You could get lost in this bed. And lounging outside of a large pool is your mother, Resh Katala. She is older. By the looks of it, she probably looks to be in her late 50s, early 60s, but she's fairly well put together. She is lounging in basically a sarong and just a basic like thing to cover up all of her bits. But like hair's up, like just kind of like a cloth wrap around her top half, and like hair's up, and she just kind of looks very pampered, as that two of her servants are kind of like blowing, like fanning her, and she's kind of eating grapes that are being handed to her, like kind of like mouth fed to her, by a very tall, I'm sorry, not a very tall, by a short, white and black skinned man with no hair upon him. He's probably like 3.5 feet tall. You instantly recognize a Jala, but he is like, for a Jala, he is like jacked. And he's just kind of like feeding her grapes. As that you enter, though, you do notice the one thing that kind of like mars her skin is there's a long scar that goes across her, the entirety of her left leg. You know that at some point in her life, your mother, basically the use of that leg had almost been like destroyed in a fight with the guild, and that is what led Bular to take her job. And she sees you come in, and she sees you first, and she goes, Fairus, have you heard the news about your brother? Jolene was just here not but a few days ago, and it's so sad. My baby boy. You didn't, did you?
I'm sure Fairus is probably like standing right next to both Falar and Balar, and just kind of like, no, I didn't.
You can see that she has like large, like shaded glasses on, and she looks to you and she goes, Falar. Or she looks to your sister, Falar. What she's saying is true, right? My little girl didn't kill my baby boy.
Fairus is just gonna kind of roll her eyes and just point to where Balar would be.
What are you doing? Fairus, who is your friend? And she motions to Elian. I want you to know. I want you to know your brother looks confused as fuck.
I'm a little confused. I don't even know how I would like refer to her. Just, Mom. Take
Yes.
off your sunglasses.
But, Fairus, dear, these were specially made by the local exorcist to make me be able to see ghosts.
I want you to look me in the eyes when I tell you that I'm telling the truth. And see the truth behind my eyes, not through your sunglasses.
All right, dear, if you insist, but if your brother's ghost comes here at any moment and I can't see him, I will be quite cross with you. And she removes her sunglasses, and now that she's not looking through spirit detecting mirrors,
Yeah, I figured as much.
she can see Balar there. My boy!
Fairus is just looking at her with a really face. I can't believe you thought that I killed him.
I never thought that you killed him. She's going to run up and hug Balar and start patting him all over to make sure that he's real. He gets uncomfortable. Mom, stop, Mom, I am not a child, Mom. I am almost 100 years old. Please stop. Not too old for me to miss you, dear.
This is too real.
I never believed anything that Jalin said, but in case it was true, I was getting ready to really kick your ass. I didn't expect to see you so soon.
Mom, if I really killed Balar, you really think I would come here?
Well, yes, you'd come here to take me out so that you could rule the family.
And then I'm just gonna point at Falar, and I'd have to take her out too?
Oh no, Falar has no interest in that.
Well, now that we got this out of the way, clearly I did not kill him, as he is right here.
Good, you'll have to explain how that there's discrepancies in one of his most trusted friends. Also, who is this? And points at Elian.
Fairus is going to, put an arm behind Elian and kind of scoot Elian forward a bit. This is... I don't know how Elian would feel about me. Their full name. So Fairus would go, this is Renal Elian. They are part of our group in Chiaroscuro.
Oh, I see. Okay. Nice to meet you. I've read many things regarding your work when the reports are sent to my desk, which is rare. And she kind of stares at Balar.
Elian's just gonna give kind of a small courteous bow and look at her and say, "Pleasure to meet you. I've heard many things about you and your work."
As you should. All good, I hope.
Elian pauses for a second. Your children speak highly of you. And varied opinions.
No, you can't believe everything that they say.
Apparently.
At this time, Ricky, do you want to show up?
If you want me to.
Yeah, sure.
You kind of hear a rumbling. Is there a door closing off this room?
Yeah. This is this area is the pool, so you'd go through the manor and then come out this door.
Let's see. Maybe it's through here, and the door creaks open in the middle of the conversation with everyone. Ricky kind of stands there and looks around. Yeah, this isn't the bathroom, is it? And before you guys is a new version of Ricky. Firstly, the very large bombastic mohawk he had is currently no longer there at all. He actually has pretty short, tidy hair at the moment, but it's like when someone's hair is always cowlicked up in a way that is never gonna change. So an attempt to comb it down has just made it kind of like prickly and pointy in a way that is like tousled but like tidy. It's like when someone's cowlick is going up, so it's like that little mini faux hawk thing, but like not made that way. His normally like red hair is primarily black, that and towards the ends it gets like kind of like a charcoal color until being a very dark red at the end. Uh, he has like this combination mafia attire slash like schoolboy outfit thing going on. He's wearing like dress pants and like a white button up shirt with a tie that's like red, white, and black striped. It's very weird to see, but it looks pretty good, and has like a black jacket over it. And in the middle of all this like fancy clothes are like little bits and pieces of reverence. Like he's still wearing boots. Like they're not like combat boots. They're like leather boots, but they're still like boots with dress pants. And like the belt he's wearing is like not a dress belt. It's like leather with like tarnished steel rivets on it. He still has his staff, his stick, walking along, but he has like a couple pieces of like there's like a copper ring on one of his fingers that has like kind of an engraved image of a hound on it, and yeah, there's like a certain thud of his boots as he steps, as the heels are metal, so they're dress boots, but he can still like kick somebody's jaw open with them. Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
That's an interesting new look.
Per game mechanics, it looks great. Thank you.
Yeah, per game
Ellie-
mechanics, what's your appearance at now, Tyler?
Elio never said it looked bad.
So with hold on, let me double check something real quick. The charms have to be activated, but with the presence charms activated, Ricky's appearance is a 7.
That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're presence charms, and I needed them for things, and also they're good.
Your base is 5 now, isn't it?
My base is 5, yes.
That's
For
so
all intents
goofy.
and purposes, it is a 7 in terms of rolling for it.
Ricky couldn't get lost in a crowd before for one reason or another. Now he still can't get lost in a crowd.
Right?
I mean, he can. It's just a crowd of women.
Are you saying men can't be attractive? Oh no, because
You know-
a crowd of
you know
women will
you're
be
right.
around him.
Women, men, and all the in between.
Ricky's
Yep.
just kind of bashfully take a seat because he feels a little uncomfortable when no one says anything. Carry on.
Elian did say something.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say things for game mechanics because someone is going to start talking about it.
Yeah, Elian already made a reply. I literally said something.
Too much? Too weird?
Sora Karis, the tall woman with the forearms, gives an approving whistle. Falar looks you up and down with a smile, and then like gives you a nod and like a thumbs up, like good going there, bud. And then Resh Katala pushes through her son and daughter and kind of rushes over to Ricky and just kind of looks at him and like goes, "Ooh, I didn't realize that I had gotten so many points on my frequent flyer card down at the house. Ooh, you're the new pool boy, aren't you? Come on, let's go. That dress, that shirt looks fantastic, but you're gonna have to take that off if you're gonna start fixing this pool for me."
Mom, no.
Yeah, no. I'm one of your daughter's pals. Both of your daughter's pals, actually.
Yeah, I want you to know that when that Fairus says "mom, no," Falar also says "mom, no" at the same time. The mom looks at her daughters and goes, "What? I'm allowed to have fun, girls." Looks back to Ricky. Are you sure?
Yeah, the compliments appreciated, ma'am. But I think I've had enough excitement for one day. Thank you, though.
Well, whenever you want some more excitement, you know where to find me. It's by the pool.
I'm sure Falar and Ferris are both just like groaning with why is this happening?
All of the siblings are groaning with why is this happening?
All three of us are just like,
And he is
"Why?"
looking at all three of them with like pleading eyes of help. This is not why I came here.
The pool boy who was feeding Resh Katala goes and kind of grabs her. The shorter looking Jala man who's fairly muscular, like I said before, and just kind of like leads her back and goes, "Ma'am, you've had a very rough day. How about you take a rest and I will continue my duties?" And he starts feeding her grapes and stuff. And I think that's a good spot to call it for tonight. How about you all?
I did have the one thing I needed to do
Oh, yeah.
still.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know the bit I'm talking about?
No, I do not.
Once everything is kind of settled down, Ricky looks to Falar. Hey, you got a few minutes?
Yeah, I got a few minutes. What's up?
You want to go for a walk or something? I gotta talk to you about something.
Yeah, sure thing.
I don't know where I'm going, so maybe you go and I'll follow you.
Yeah, I can lead. I know my way around my own hometown.
I imagine Ferris and Balar are like snickering and like poking fun and making jokes at Falar and Ricky walking away.
If you're doing that, Ferris, then your mom at some point is going to kind of go in and is like, "Oh, did I almost do it again?"
Almost did something. One comment I'll make is when everybody's like fawning over Ricky having just walked in, Elian does take like a moment to just kind of look down at what they're wearing and back up and just keep like going with what's going on.
Pretty funny.
Seeing Elian do that, Ferris would definitely kind of reach over and like grab their hand and give them a reassuring smile. And then since her mom was like right over there since she whispered in, Ferris would let her mom know, Elian is not just part of the family as she like gestures like a big like circle. And say Elian is also my partner.
Oh, why didn't you lead with that? I think that's a mic drop, and then we can get back to Ricky and Falar.
I like it's the mic drop on the
So wherever Falar goes, Ricky's gonna go because he truly has no idea where he's going and he gets lost easy.
Mm-hmm. Falar is going to take you through to the center of the city near the Temple District to kind of show you. She kind of like the best way I can put it is she knows that you have an interest in the occult, and going to a city where that gods and spirits are allowed to walk around openly and have their own temples might be a very interesting thing for you.
Huh. Wow. So that's the family, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, Mom's been enjoying her retirement, to say the least.
I mean, from what I hear, it sounds like she earned it.
She did kick a lot of ass back in her day.
Okay, this is probably good. Ricky kind of like stretches out and sits on a bench. Sit down.
She sits.
I have an important question.
Yeah. Sure thing. What can I help you with?
And I felt the need to talk to you about this privately because it's the sensitive subject.
Okay.
Can you... And he reaches into his a pack and pulls out a dictionary. Teach me how to read, because I can't.
She looks at you. She looks at the dictionary. And she kind of like nods and smiles. Yeah, I got you, bud. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the good word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Dragon Dance by Raphael Crux, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice.
In a world where Craig is the best podcast bot we could ever hope for, one bot does his job perfectly every time.
And this is what we call a lie.
Okay then. So, we got the team all here. I've cracked a soda directly into the microphone.
Tasty beer, Craig.
Unfortunately, it's just a soda.
Bummer.
Beers for after. So, I'm just pulling up all of the NPCs who have not made all the names of NPCs who have not made a thing, just because, they are most likely to be here. A Shamashir.
Oh, what?
A Shamshir, for those of you who do not know, is in actually,
If you can find a picture of one, I would probably do that.
yeah, that's what I'm.
It's like a type of sword, right?
No. I'm sorry. Not Shamshir. Shamison.
Bless you.
You're welcome. Give me a moment.
Oh. That's
So he's
problematic.
about to use his guitar to summon a Wonderwall so we can't dock.
Well, I said maybe.
I mean, it's a good thing I'm not Goa Satara.
But you are.
Shh.
But you
No.
are.
Shh. No, we're not. Shh.
I swear I need something for awareness for a specialty, but I have no idea what to use.
Keeping an eye on Fairus.
Ferris locator.
At this
Oh.
point,
Also, I want you all to know, just to up the tension for Brit, I just DM'd her the phrase 2 minutes remain.
yeah, that was a minute ago.
I can only roll so fast.
I can only breathe so much. Oh wait, I can't.
You can only breathe so little.
I can only breathe so little, and that little is nothing.
Brendan,
Yes.
is it divinity?
What, like Original Sin?
No, like Devine's brother. Sister.
Oh, no, it is not.
Okay, I heard chakrams and she had them.
She did have chakrams, you are correct.
And she had weirdly colored hair.
But she did not have 4 arms.
That we know
I didn't catch the forearms bit, my bad.
You try to Essence Blast her real quick. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Yeah, I haven't done combat. So. Just a withering attack, I assume?
Yeah, it's just going to be just a basic attack.
I almost typed 122 dice.
That would have been hilarious.
Just make sure they're all successes, so you destroy who this person is.
Just kaboom.
Also-
you guys find... Oh, go ahead.
No, quick side note. I like how you say already. Like, it hasn't been, 2 months of just, mopey sad Ricky. The thought season has been long overdue, and it's here.
He missed it in Lookshy when the Exogen of Vanillith was flirting with him.
He wasn't ready then.
Wasn't ready then. He walks in and looks to Reshbalar. Tyrant, you live. That's unfortunate. And then he pulls out his flame piece and shoots him. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god. Trip him, and punch him.
I would be like, I'm on the ground right next to him. I got this. Just reach up, head down into the boat.
Look,
No,
you
I'm-
kick him in the nuts, so he goes down while Fairus is on the ground, and she will go in for the blow.
I'm headbutting him in the nuts. I'm at that level.
I'm joking. I cannot express the level of joking. The thought hit my mind of I can totally just flip the table on this entire story that I have cultivated. And
that means he has a high something or another that I did not pass when I was like, oh, he's on the level. Cool. Of like a defining intimacy of caring for Reshbalar.
Give me a moment.
Your mother.
Yeah, but I actually want to name drop her because she has an actual name.
And then she found,
My
and it's a good
mom
one
has
too.
a name that's not just mom.
Yeah.
And then when she found out her baby boy is dead, she keeled over of a heart attack.
Your mom has a name. It's a good name.
I thought her name was Mom.
Fuck, what's the dude's name?
Thanos.
And I gather those 2 more motes and obsidian butterfly are tyrants.
Oh, Jesus.
You've made a friend for life through butterflies.
That would
Every
be
single one I
pretty
see
funny.
from here on, I'm gonna pull the wings off of in retaliation.
Sorry, we had a cat doing an attack.
Oh, no.
Sure you understand cat
I do.
shenanigans.
What a good noodle, dude. He's a pure boy.
I always have to have a golden retriever linked to my character somehow.
I love him. He is so great.
He's a pure boy. Remember that guy? He turned into soup.
We don't talk about that.
No, we always talk about that in the Tyrants. Good times.
Remember that time he punched a man's skull so hard that he turned him into ground beef?
I can't say anything. I'm the mom of the group, and I did the same thing to a scientist who was experimenting on prisoners.
They both deserved it for different reasons.
Not wrong. Fairus, my dear. Heard the terrible news about your...
That did not get picked up well.
No, I heard it. I heard it plenty fine.
Oh, it didn't come out well?
It cut off on mine too, but if Chris heard it, then hopefully Craig heard it.
Oh, apparently
it
I went
so
super sonic.
squeaky at the end where it sounded like your voice broke.
Oh, no. Okay.
Wait, did she say that she was getting ready to kick my ass?
Yes. Did I stutter?
No, I missed it.
That's all I wanted to do.
That's fantastic. I think that that's a good play. I think that Can You Teach Me How to Read is the best place to end an episode. All right. Also, it's almost 11, so I don't want to keep you guys here too much longer.
Yeah.
All right. That was super fun, guys. I did not expect us to get out of there with all of our heads on our shoulders, but hey, we did it.
Without a fight.
Yeah, without a fight.